Heather, you've actually recognized the fact that, in fact, I'll read your quote. You said, I turn to food because food brings me happiness. And I said right before the break, I disagree with that because it's a matter of semantics. It's not really a reward for you because you pay for it later, right?
Correct.
And you recognize that with other people, but at the time, it's kind of hard to see it that way in the moment because it's awfully easy to do the immediate gratification instead of recognize, well, I'll be sorry about this later because it feels good right now.
Right.
Has it affected you that you're separated from your husband right now because you stayed in Texas to do the classes and your business and all that? And so you guys are apart right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you're used to having a support partner to help you with mundane things like taking the kids for a little bit, that give you some breathing room and that's kind of taken away. It's hard. And so if it wasn't for my parents and my faith, I think I would already gone crazy.
Sure.
So yeah, for sure.
Well, I think a point that I really want to make here is that when we get in this kind of a situation, and it can be whether there's been a natural disaster, maybe it's a hurricane or the fires break out in California or whatever it is, when we get into a really unusual situation, people tend to kind of think, okay, this is not real world, this is not real life, so all the rules are suspended. They tend to start becoming more indulgent. They don't hold themselves to the same routines. They don't hold themselves to the same standards. It's just like everything kind of breaks down because their routine, their usual priorities, everything has to take a back seat to the emergency situation. And so families begin to deteriorate. Kids don't follow their usual routines and standards. So schoolwork slips, work slips. Then we stop taking care of ourselves so much. You see it in grooming. You see it in do people get up and get dressed in the morning or stay in their pajamas all day? Do they continue their workouts? Do they keep their healthy eating? All of that begins to deteriorate and fall apart. And I've seen in all the messages that we get from around the country right now, because we're on lockdown, everything has fallen apart. All the rules have been thrown out, and people have kind of gone into emergency survival mode. And there's a completely different set of rules. And that's kind of where you are right now. It's like everything's suspended. You aren't working out as much, but you're eating the same, and things that you know to be true, you're kind of ignoring and doing what feels good in the moment because everything is different. All the rules are suspended, right?
Right. Yeah. Total disruption of life.
Exactly. So everything is out of kilter, and that happens to a lot of people. I want to add Amanda to this conversation. She recently lost 300 pounds and says that she fears this quarantine is going to cause her to kill herself with food. And unlike you, that works out and have gotten in shape, she has lost 300 pounds and is really afraid that she's going to gain it back because she used to weigh over 600 pounds. And Amanda, you were hearing what I was just saying to Heather about now everything is in a different scenario. All the rules are suspended. We're in emergency survival mode. And that's what has you worried, right?
Oh, absolutely. My whole life is upside down.
Right. And that's what happens. And that's what I'm saying is when we go into this emergency mode, everything that supported you before in getting where you are and staying where you are, that's all fallen away. And what I want to say to you, this is the time that we need to lean on that programming. This is the time that instead of letting all that structure fall apart, this is when we need to do as much as we can to replicate life before the pandemic.